I'm going to show you how to draw a Zentangle pumpkin. The supplies you need are paper, and then I'm using a fine Sharpie and an ultra fine Sharpie. You also need a pencil and an eraser. I'm going to be drawing mine in Sharpie right away so that you can see it, but you might want to start with a pencil. You can also use a marker, like different colors of markers instead, or if you want to paint it with watercolors, then use watercolor paper to draw onto. We're going to start by drawing the pumpkin. I'm going to do it with Sharpie, and I have a pencil, but I did it in pencil first. So you guys do it in pencil first. We're going to start with an oval, and we're going to come down for the oval. Like mine's about a hand. Yours might be a little more because you want to leave room for the stem. So we're going to start with a curve, or sometimes I say a frown, or like a rainbow shape. And then we're going to come down. So it kind of angles down, down, down until you have a smaller curve here. And then we're going to keep going up, 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 up until we meet. So it's kind of like an oval, but it's smaller on the bottom. Okay, and then the next one, we're going to start with a curve again. And then we're going to angle down this way. We're going to go down, down, down until you have round on the bottom and it's even, pretty much even there. Okay, so we're going to do one on the other side. Same thing. Okay, and then we're going to do one more on the outside. Like that. So we're doing the same thing until your pumpkin is as big as you want it to be. Now we're going to do the stem sort of in the center. So the stem, I'm starting on the ones on either side. You can make them as big as you want, kind of on the same place. And then this is going to be like a curve. So we're going to go up like that. Curve, and then come back down to there. It's kind of like a gnome's hat or something. And then we're going to do some curves coming in. So start kind of in from the outside curve. This just makes it sort of look 3D. There's our pumpkin. Now you can add things to this on the outside first. So I'm going to add maybe a leaf. I'm going to do like a curl, and then add. The pumpkin leaves kind of look like a heart. It's easy to remember. Like so. And then I'm going to do a vine right on the bottom. So I'm going to pretend that it's still on the vine. You can do like twirlies, whatever you want, and add some heart leaves. So a stem and a heart. Stem and a heart. And make the leaves sort of different shapes and sizes. There we go. And that looks pretty good like that. Maybe I'll do one coming this way. Great. Now comes the fun part. We're going to do different patterns inside of each of these curves. And you can decide, you can do whatever patterns you want. I'm going to show you some of these fun ones, some of these different ones that look interesting. And but you can do anything you want. Key to this is to do some lines that are thicker and some that are thinner, and some things that are sort of filled in as well. That makes it look more interesting. I'm going to start up here with my thin Sharpie, and I'm going to do rainbows. So I'm just going to go curve, curve, curve. So 3 curves. And then I'm going to do curve, curve, curve there. And wherever there's like a meeting, I'm doing some curves. Curve, curve. And the key to the Zentangles is to repeat the pattern. So I'm doing 3 curves each time. There we go. On this side, I'm going to do some polka dots maybe. And I'm going to do ones that are some small and some big. Make it look more interesting. Like that. And I might fill some of those in just for fun. Make it look good. And maybe I'll do that one there. Good. Now for the stem, I'm going to do some stripes maybe. But again, you don't have to do this. You can just watch me do some of the patterns just for fun, because they might be ones that you want to do, or it might give you some ideas. Try to sort of vary doing like lines or curves there. All right, I'm going to get my thicker one now, and I'm just going to do some diagonal lines. So I'm just doing triangles all the way down. Make sure you can see. Triangles like that. And I'm going to fill each of these ones in with thinner lines. I'm just going to do lines following the curves. So that one I did that way, and then this one I'm going to do this way. But you do what you think would be cool. You can do lines and dots and swirls. Actually, I'm going to go and do some swirls in this one. I'm just going to do swirls. This is a little different from what I did before. I'm going to fill this whole thing with swirls. Now I'm going to show you how to do a spider web. So I'm going to start by dividing this up so I can make like lots of different spider webs. Okay, and a spider web, it looks hard, but it's kind of easy if you do it this way. So I'm going to do an X, and then I'm going to do like a cross or a T. And then each of these gets a curve. So I go curve, 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 like that. Just keep doing curves, curve, to connect the lines. And you have a spider web. I'll do it again. So I'm going to do X and a lowercase t. And then I'm going to curve, curve towards each of the lines. And then I'm going to come out and do that again. And keep going all the way around. I'm going to do it one more time. There we go. I'm going to keep doing that all the way along. Okay, now I'm going to show you this pattern. So just start with, you can do like 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, long ways, and then you do 4 lines going the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now when you come underneath, you do the opposite to that one. So this one's long, so you do this one across, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just keep going like that. I've done a few rows down, so each time you come down to a new row, you do the opposite. So this one is this way, so this one goes this way, 3, 4, and you just keep doing the opposite. It kind of looks like it's like weaving. It looks really cool. You kind of have to focus so you get it right. And now this pattern looks complicated, but I'll show you how to do it. So you start with some dots. So I'm gonna do like 4 dots. Not quite enough room for one there. So I'm gonna do dot, 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 and they're all lining up. Okay, and then come down a little bit, do some dots, down a little bit. Just keep lining up your dots. I mean, this would be a pretty pattern too, just polka dots. So do your dots all the way down. And you're trying to do the same amount of space in between. Just try your best. And remember, if these are too hard, you don't have to do these. They're just, I just thought it'd be fun to show you. Now I'm going to take my thinner marker. And you just go, you do a line underneath and you do a line over and then a line under. Okay, you just keep, so then now we went under there, so we go over here, over, under, over. And now we do the opposite, so this is over, so we go under, under, over, under. And you just keep going like that. You have to focus again when you do this. I always find I have to focus. And then this one's under, over, under, over, under, over. Keep doing that. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so if these two are under like this, we're going to go over with this one. And then under like that. Then this one would be over if it was there. Okay, so again, now we're gonna just keep going down now. So this one was under, so this one's over. This might be easier just to do it like this on the same line. Okay, so we're doing curve to the right, curve to the left. Yeah, it's easier to do it like that. And let's follow this one down. Curve that way. And now we're going to curve this way. Now you can start to see the pattern starting to form. Look super cool. Okay, now that one, now we go. So that was over. So that one goes on that side. Now this is kind of the edge, so it might not show up as much. Oh, I hope you guys try this pattern. It's really fun. And there we go. And then I just got to do this row that's closest here. So that was there. So that would be under. And this goes over, under, over, under, over, under, over, like that. Oh, this is a fun one. There we go. We did a cool pattern. Now our pumpkin's almost done. I'm just going to add some details to the leaves. I think I'm just going to do a line and then just do some diagonal lines like that. And then attach them on the other side. And I think I'll do the same to all of them. Like so. And we have our pumpkin. This one is a little different from the last one. I did swirls on this one. This one was just, I just did like a M And then I put dots inside, which was kind of fun as well. So now you can decide, I mean, some of you might have used different colors of marker for your patterns, and then you can just leave it like that. If you didn't use marker, you can go ahead and try to do some watercolor painting. So I'll see you in the next video for that.